G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I am starting the stream a little bit earlier. I thought I'd just get the crowd in. Welcome to the Wacky Weekend and the Illawarra Convoy for 2025. It is the biggest convoy in the Southern Hemisphere. It's been running for 21 years, and it's actually been the most successful convoy in the world, actually, in that fact. Now, what we are doing, we actually raise money for disadvantaged kids with sick kids with cancer and other illnesses. G'day, hot dog pilot Andy. So I try to get in early. The motorbikes are already gone. Now, in the link below, we actually got traffic cam. I put links to the traffic cams in the area. If you want to see where the convoy is, while I'm talking, you can actually have a look in those links. I think they will be somewhere coming down the mountain by now, if they're not in Cringilla. So you can actually follow them there. At the Oak Flats and Marilla, that's where the motorbikes are at this stage. So if you want to have a look at that. G'day, Mick. How are you, buddy?
Hiya, Mick.
It's quiet now, buddy. It's quiet now. You know, constitute a crowd. Well, we do have a little bit, but the big crowd is actually down at Illawarra or the Shell Harbour Airport, because there's a big fun day down there for the kids. So all these trucks are going over there, which is on the other side of the lake. Most of these people that you see here will be heading that way too after the convoy. I didn't go over there because it's going to be too crowded, and I had a late night last night. We won't go into too much details on that. But yeah, this is the most successful convoy. Obviously, I am not in it. I don't have a truck to use, and secondly, I'm not able to drive a truck at the moment, particularly the way my shoulders are still. So who knows? A miracle might happen one day. I might end up. I'm going to try to do the 25th or the 30th anniversary, if I'm still in the area. So, is truck related to trains? Well, yes, it is, because we do put a lot of trucks on our layout. Some of us do take truck modelling seriously. So, yeah, it is. This is the Illawarra community. To date, and still counting, total funds raised for the kids over the 21 years is 27 million, and you can say 700,000. Still counting from today. Now, the lead trucks and the lead bikes, they had an auction during the week, and that goes all into the kitty. The lead convoy, or the money raised for the lead auction, passed 1.1 million before the start of the convoy. But obviously today, there'll be even more money raised. There are people along the sides of the street here and along the route that got the bucket brigade and raising coins, or raising more money. Okay, I see some flashing lights in the distance. Hopefully I'm not going to get run over. But if you see the flashing lights right over the distance there, I can't zoom in, unfortunately.
Go into the light. Go into the light.
Go into the light. Yeah, no, we've already had a bingle here. And look, I'm in a very convenient place, right in front of KFC. So if I get thirsty and I need to top up on my Coke addiction, I'll go over there. Oh, hang on, they do Pepsi, don't they? Oh, that's still Coke. So here they come. Now the convoy. Now this convoy here did hold the record for a short period of time of being the longest convoy about 10 years ago. It stretched for close to 10 kilometres long. And that's how big it became. And then some Americans in Texas decided, well, yeah, we can't have it, so they took it over. But I think it's time for us to break the record again, have the longest convoy again. Um, Now, I don't know how many trucks there are going to be in here. It is going to get noisy because, as I said, it's the only time of the year where we can actually legally play with our horns without getting arrested or charged for improper use of horns. And I mean air horns, not anything else. No, Andy, they don't. We still got to go through, because the convoy is so big, if they close the road off, I mean, just some of the trucks that are coming through here, it can take up to an hour, 2 hours. So to keep the traffic flowing, all the traffic lights are still going. None of the roads get closed. Traffic still flows. But as you see, we don't have much traffic. A lot of the locals are staying home today. When we had the longest convoy, it took us 4 hours from the start to the end. So that gives you an idea how long it would take. But the way we have managed, or way the organisers have managed the route, it creates very little congestion. So traffic moves pretty freely, but we don't go quick. Kids have a lot of fun that are on the side of the road, but there's also kids in the truck. And here they come now. We've got the police escort, and the truck's not too far. Now, the highest bid in the trucks is actually from Ross Transport, which is a local company. They are actually celebrating 50 years in business. It's a family-operated company. That company and its team have raised over $300,000. They won the bid. So we got I-98 FM. They are the local radio station, and that is where it's all been broadcasted on radio. So if you want to listen to them on what's going on.
Hi, Andy, March West Junction.
What's that, Anthony?
I just said hi to Andy, March West Junction.
Okay, so here comes the lead trucks. So
The out of sales and
not gonna be here.
rolling on through the night.
I'm not going to be able to hear too much because, as you can hear, they are playing with their horns. Ross has got a new truck for the convoy. Bloody cool. And another one, another different one. And of course, we've got a breakdown truck to borrow, just in case. Yes, we have had breakdowns here. There's Aaron Loss's truck for that he done for his daughter. And we've got some small stragglers. There's still more coming, so we're going to have a little bit of a break. There are a couple of traffic lights up the road there that have actually got red light cameras, so they can't run them. Yeah, even if you run the red lights today, yeah, you're still going to get fined. So as you see, Ross gets all his trucks out today. Hang on. surprising enough, a lot of these guys, after they've done their run, there'll be a lot of these guys that will be hitting the road tonight to go to Melbourne, Brisbane, and other locations. Now, as you see, we've got Shell Harbour Roofing. They also donated money to the Rocks.
That's cars honking. We got a little convoy rocking tonight. Yeah, we got a little convoy, and she's a beautiful sight. Come on, join our
And what I've got to
convoy.
break to speak, hey? Okay, what I've got to break is the time to speak while the horny trucks are gone. As you can see, there are banners in front of Ross Transport trucks. They're the other companies that put in Ross Transport's kitty to get the bid for the lead truck. Now, you will see a lot of the other trucks that are coming through shortly. I think it's Murrell's and Middle Transport Industry. They also bid for the lead position. They'll have bids from the companies that actually put in the kitty. It's a group event. It's a group event. Now, and all that money that I was mentioning about earlier, that is all from the Illawarra community, combined from Wollongong, Shell Harbour, Kiama, up to Robinson. So, as you can see, it is a pretty big event. And there's more to come.
Mama's got a squeeze box. Daddy never sleeps at night.
And you see in the distance, they're still coming. These are just the lead trucks. Now, if you go, and I won't get upset, G'day, Montel, how are you? If you go and have a look at the traffic cam that I put in the link, and you guys click to Cringilla, you'll see the convoy is all the way back to there. That is about 2 kilometres, 3 kilometres down that way. And I believe there'll still be trucks coming down the mountain. So these guys are the ones from top of the mountain near Robinson and Westvale. And we've even got a bus that's going to join the convoy. So, yeah, if you want to get up front, quickly jump on the bus. Bloody hell, sorry about that. Another forward drive racing up the end of this road. Something we don't need. Hang on. What's this? A tow truck?
Why not?
A tow truck. Hang on. It keeps its horn on like that. It's going to run out there. And we got Beryl's Towing. That's another one that's actually donated money into the lead trucks. And of course, tow truck just in case someone needs towing. Kent Trucks. Now, Kent Trucks is actually, they do rebuilds on trucks, completely refurbishing them. Matt is the one they own the drivers. And you see they're still coming. We used to use the middle lane, but now they're using the gutter lane. And that gets the traffic flowing better. Okay, this is the kids' convoy. Montville is raising money for kids with cancer and ill kids, basically. They haven't really had a good chance to start a life. It's assist the kids and the family. It's an annual event, and it's the biggest event and the biggest convoy in the Southern Hemisphere. And the amount of money we raised to date in 21 years is over 27 million. Just these lead trucks, and I'll show you where the end of it is, have just raised over 2 days for the bidding on the lead truck over $1.1 million to date. We don't know what the final amount will be until maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, but I will put a post on how much money this year's event has raised. So we've got MJ Rolls, which is another old family local business, the local family business. G'day, March West, how are you? Yes. All these cameras that you see here, they are not imports from America. They're actually manufactured in Melbourne. The Western Stars, they are actually manufactured up in Brisbane. Yes, you do have gearboxes and engines that actually get imported, but all these big trucks that you see here at the moment are manufactured here in Australia. The only trucks that get imported are like your little trade trucks, like the little tippers like that. They'll come from Japan or Korea or wherever. They're the imported ones. But the big ones are actually made and manufactured in Australia for the Australian conditions. There's a lot of trucks that cannot withstand the harsh Australian environment, particularly in the outback. There's an old Titan Mac, and look, I used to have one of them myself. Now that's starting to show my age. So yeah, particular Kenworths, they're manufactured in Melbourne. Everything Australian steel chassis. The cabs are manufactured here. The only components that are imported are the engines, the gearbox, and the differential gearing. Yes, it is. Now, there was a truck that was a can't remember which one it was. The T6000, which is the fully aerodynamic version of the T600. When it came into Australia, they brought the American version out here, but it could not withstand the conditions, so they had to redo it and redesign it because the transmission and the gearboxes are getting to the transmission and the differentials were getting too hot. G'day, Randall. How are you, buddy?
Howdy, Randall.
Now that's the first three bidders. We still got more to come. For the latecomers, if you want to see the show, want to see where the trucks are located at, I have put a link in the description below, which are the traffic camps along the route. If you click on that, you will see the progress of the trucks and where they're at. The motorbikes, I think, should be around about Oak Flats. Here comes Marty in this truck here. He's the guy that actually was the brainchild and actually started and kicked off the Kids Convoy back in 2005. So they've got Coastwide Civil. They also, of course, they came third in the bid. But Marty is the brainchild. He's the one that brought it in. It used to be called. It used to be Camp Quality Convoy. But the local trucking community thought that wasn't fair. That was only going to one group of kids when then there was other kids and other illnesses where kids were suffering at. We decided that they deserve a chance too. So the money is going to the other kids as well, not just for the kids at Camp Quality. Let me just go back through the comments to see if one thing I missed. Sorry if I missed your comments. I'm sorry. I'll try to get back to it. But I think I'm pretty much up to date. Yeah, so for the latecomers, this is the biggest fundraising event in the Illawarra. It's raising money for sick kids to help them out and their families out in time of need. Now, these trucks are the local community, a large chunk of them are from the local community. They band together once a year, take the time out, and we get together and have a day together for the kids. For the kids. Yeah. And it is the most successful and the biggest convoy in the Southern Hemisphere to date. And as I say, we just in the Illawarra, now other people, companies and businesses have got banded together, we have raised over $27.5 million. And that's just with the community here itself. Now, this is the start of the clock. All these trucks are parading down to the regional airport where they are having Kids Fun Day, where a lot of the rides and live bands and everything else have actually donated their time for free. Where they have actually, donated their time for free. Now, here comes Murrell Transport. The first three trucks, I'm not too sure, but I believe in the first three trucks, you've got two of the three generations of who that start off this company. You've got a grandson, a grandfather, son, and grandson. Yep. There's a nice SAR there. Now, Murrell Freight Lines is the oldest existing freight train operator out of the Illawarra. And they've been around also for nearly 60 plus years. A family owned and operated business. You still there, Anthony?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay, all right. I just pressed something and the screen went all funny. There'll be more barrel trucks coming, and I'm not too sure who's coming in after that. But as you see, they're still coming over the hill, and I reckon the last of the lead trucks will be in Cringilla, or if not further up the freeway. Now, I believe there might be still some coming down the mountain as well. So it gives you an idea. And coming down the mountain, that Mount Ousley, Anthony, if you remember, that's the road that we came down from Sydney.
Right.
Road in.
Indeed.
There'll be actually trucks coming down the mountain from there.
They'll be coming down the mountain when they come. They'll be
Yep.
coming down the mountain when they come. They'll be coming down the mountain. They'll be coming down the mountain. They'll be coming down the mountain when they come.
Well done, Anthony. So you got a lot of kids. You see some. You'll see some pictures of some kids. Some are still present, and some have passed on. And that's what this is all about. It's not an ego thing, because I can tell you what, when you hear a lot of stories, okay, Randall, plug it in, or watch the repeat. This one of Marvel's new ones. Put all the toughness and the ego, the Australian trucking ego, put all that aside. But when you hear some of the stories from these kids, it will actually bring tears to your eyes. Hey, Huntsville, it is truck train related. All these companies like Murrell's, which I did work for, Plus Transport, they actually transported a lot of the coal wagons that were used on the South Coastline and along the Blue Mountains. They were actually built. We stood at the main sign over the distance there. They were actually manufactured over there. Now, metal transport industry, where they'll be coming down the line. I worked for that company. That's where I started my transport career. We actually were involved in, excuse me, we were actually involved in the cutting up of the old passenger cars that I had to make. They're all good, Randall. Okay, no problem. We'll still be here for a while. So all these next lot of trucks, they're from Robinson. Robinson is known for potato farming, and also, if anybody's watched the movie, Babe, the Talking Pig, the first one, that was actually made up in that area, up in the Robinson area. Finally, someone that knows how to play with his horn. It's not just blowing the horn. You've got to know how to blow the horn in events like this. So these guys are down from Robinson, which is, here's the last lot. If I turn around, Robinson is actually up on top of that hill in the distance. So that's where these ones are from. Matty Jones, there's another local company. We did share the yard. There's Matty Jones' father. I believe that might be his father, is it? No, he's one of his drivers. But as you see, they're still coming. These are just the lead trucks. Hi, back. How are you? Oh, man, I need a drink. I'm going to put you guys on the stand for a minute. I do. Yeah, just give me for a minute. Moncho, it's never too early for a beer. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere, buddy. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to have to eat my words. One of the big companies here locally, Tolls, or a big major global company, Tolls Transport, is actually in the Convoy.
Oh, there you go.
Now,
way to go, team.
Now, Tolls Transport is now a global company. You will actually see their equipment at a lot of airports around the world, and they are also in United States, believe it or not. All the Tolls actually does a lot of ground support, like a baggage handling and aircraft support. Pushing them out of the way, the tugs and all that at the airports around the world, major airports. I think they're known as Donata. That is actually part of the Tolls group. Now here comes some more. I don't know who these guys are. I'll challenge as
Breaker 19, Breaker 19.
Yeah,
no worries,
yeah.
Randall. I'm just singing in the background.
Yeah. Now, is that Peterbilt or Diamond Rio? No, that's a Peterbilt. Now, that Peterbilt with Tweed on the front, that is an American import. And it's quite converted to right-hand drive. That's actually pretty neat, that. I'm not sure which company this is yet. Okay. I don't know if Southern Trucks from Arncliffe, and they are also do truck repairs. One of the locals that they've been in the industry as well for over 50 years, 55 years. They are actually, all of these are brand new cameras as well, I believe, yeah. These are all brand new cameras, so if you want to buy one, these are well used, as you can see, and they got Convoy capability status now, so you can get them for a good price. I'm selling trucks. So that's who they are. And as you can see, there's still more to come. I don't know how long I've been streaming for, pretty close to 36 minutes, and it's still coming. There is a group of lorry owner drivers, LOD, which are basically truck drivers owner drivers from this area that cut a lot of the bulk materials like coal, cement, grain. I did do a lot of work for them as well as an owner-operator when I was an owner-operator. And it's still going. Yeah. And it's the thing, ones who are like, excuse me, these trucks are usually working. And it's the one time a year we get together down here, and it's amazing that it's not just the kids, but it's amazing that this time of the year, this is when we all congregate together and catch up. But there are times where we haven't seen each other for, you can say, close to 12 months or more. So it's almost like a truckies reunion as well. In the last week or two, I've actually discovered that a lot of the drivers and the colleagues that I've worked with, there has been a few that actually passed on, which is sad, but it goes to show you.
We got a little convoy rocking through the night. Yeah, we got a little convoy. Ain't she a beautiful sight? Come on and join our convoy. Ain't nothing.
A lot of these trucks.
We're gonna roll this truck across the USA.
You're a bit. I think you're supposed to sing that about an hour ago when the Convoy started.
I was. You just missed it.
Yeah. Oh, you're singing it for those that missed it. Okay.
I'm singing it to torture people.
Okay. Now I lost my train of thought. Now, a large chunk of these trucks.
We've now made the live stream train related. You just discussed a train of thought.
Yeah, the train of thought. This is train related. I told you. A lot of these companies have actually done a lot of work on the railways here too, except with these car carriers. A lot of these trucks that you see, the prime movers, a large chunk of them will be heading out tonight, talking about rolling through the night. A lot of the prime movers that we've seen at the start and the more to come, they'll be heading out again. Look at that nice car there, Anthony.
Yep. That's how dedicated these drivers are. Even when they've been in an accident and the car is still crashed on top of their roof, they come to the convoy. That's dedication.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, that Mac's been around here, this area, for a while. Ray Johnson, buddy of mine, with his old Datsun on the back that he's only just finished restoring. Now, he does do a lot of work on the railways. So, best sheds, they're actually not train related as yet, but give them time, they'll probably make a train shed somewhere. Monzil, we do have motorcycles in this group too. The motorcycles actually lead the trucks. They will be already down at the airport. So you've got Best Sheds, which is just on the other side. We've got Guide Drop, the refueling on site. That's handy if you're a truck driver and run out of fuel. Park Petroleum, the fuel carters. Is that kitchens? Look, you can see, I do kitchen tops as well, it's me. Couple of more local guys, Scoop, with the brand new trucks. They're actually been doing some railway work, so they are train related. They actually did a lot of work down in at the Wollongong yard, as well as at the waterfall when they were redoing it. JBG, another old local company. He's going to trucks actually. We got a nickname for the owner of that, and that was actually no, it wasn't JBG. It was another company. It used to be JB, and we used to call him the Garden Home. KFC, do not go to this KFC. It is crap. Half-cooked chicken, never get your order right. So now we get the gravel carters. Okay, Cleary Brothers. Now, Cleary Brothers is train related. And you were at one of their quarries, Anthony. Remember Bombo Beach where when we were at Kiama, the first time where you actually got your feet wet in the water down here. They actually got a quarry down there where they do rail ballast. They actually mine rail ballast for the railways. Now, this was a locally a local company owned by John Cleary and his brother. John Cleary has passed away maybe 20 years ago, but his legacy still goes on. A lot of the things that we have around here in our community of Wollongong is actually thanks to the efforts of John Cleary. Yeah, no. Actually, about the fun facts. This one here and the one at Uranderra are the first two regional KFCs in Australia, which came out in the early 70s. It's not the original building. The original building has been knocked down. And next door where BCF is, used to be the Pizza Hut, which was also one of the first two regional Pizza Huts in Australia. But of course, we've got a fishing and camping store on that side now. The more Cleary trucks. So yeah, Cleary's is train related. They do rail ballast. They do the concrete for the platforms and railway infrastructure in the Illawarra area. So yeah, these guys are train related. And of course, you've got their mechanics. Yeah, that's back up in case something goes wrong. Now, another fun fact about Cleary Brothers, they have
Good night, Mick.
Oldest exported bulldozer in the world down here, and it still operates. Good night, Nick. Okay, have a good night, Nick. Is it 46 in a minute? 46 minutes in the stream, and I think we're only halfway through the replay. Hornsby Transport, another local company. Now they've actually got the Hornsby Transport. Now they are also sort of train related. They're actually been transporting a lot of concrete ties for the new Melbourne, for the inland railway link that goes from Melbourne to Brisbane. They've been actually transporting a lot of the concrete ties for that project. So, yeah, we do have RSS. They collect all the rubbish from the construction sites, including the railway sites in the Illawarra. Now, the Illawarra starts from Waterfall and goes all the way down to Kiama. Okay. Metal transport industry. Now, this company that's coming through here now, this is the company where I started my driving and my trucking career at, with this company here. It's a family business. It's run by two brothers now and their kids. Their father, that's Dave at the front. And I believe this one might be Kevin. Yep, that's Kev. Sorry. That's Kevin. They now specialise in heavy haulage. They did specialise in still. And they've got a local tickets on a motorbikes. It's going to cause some more havoc here. They need to be locked up. We won't get started on that. So here he's now specialised in heavy haulage. Now there's a W model. That was one of the trucks that's one of the brand new trucks they had when I was still with them. That's the only original truck they have left that I had in the fleet when I was working for this company. But I only worked in a workshop. I didn't drive any of the trucks. I started off in a workshop. Now, if you guys remember Les from Grafton, remember Les, Anthony?
What's that?
You remember Les?
Yeah.
Right? Remember how we were talking about all those trucks that we made? Right? That we worked on. This is the company we were talking about.
Oh, okay. This
is Jimmy Murata's business. The first two trucks are two of his three sons. He had triplets. Or when his wife had triplets. There's an old Kenworth. That's nearly as old as you and me put together. That's the company me and him were talking about, the metal transport industry. He'd done a lot of work for him. He actually built that we called it Transtar International, but it was bits of everything. It was bits of a International, bits of a Mack. It had a Caterpillar bulldozer motor in it. You probably heard the stories that we were talking about. That's the company that we were talking about. And they're still going. Sadly, one of the brothers, Peter, he died about 25, 30 years ago, so now there's only two. Jimmy had one daughter. I think she's still alive. Jimmy Murata was actually... I learned a lot from him. And it was like the hard jacket sort of style, but it was tough. It was sort of like, how would I say? If you want to move up the ladder, you got to start from the bottom. You got to do the crappy jobs, the dirty jobs. You've I want to be a truck driver. I had to know how to fix it and get it going before I jumped in the driver's seat. And that's the way his mentality was. And when it comes to business, you're going out to dealing with business like buying equipment. You don't go in your best gear. You go in your crappiest gear. And you have a look how the salesman and the company actually treats you. If they treat you like crap, you don't give them your business. If they treat you with respect, they deserve your business. Mac Australia actually found that the hard way. I'm getting thirsty again. It's pretty warm out here. Thank God we've got a breeze. 15 is a little bit cool. Hey, so the traffic's still flowing. We're only in the middle of the lead pack. There's still more to come. I'm going to keep going until the battery runs out. But I need another stiff drink. What do, as you can see, in the bottle, this guy's water. Slow down, mate. Slow down.
Hell's Angel on a scooter. Watch where you're going, kid.
We had a person got killed here last week. That's in Convoy. A 63-year-old. But there's a whole kid a bit further down. It's going too quick. Don't know who the hell these guys are. Don't know what company this is. Don't know what company this is. Yeah, it's summer. We had a wild storm here last night. This morning was a bit of a drizzle and rain. I thought we were going to have a bit of rain today, but it cleared up actually. But in temperature-wise, it's roughly about 26 with the wind. And now if we didn't have the wind, it would probably get up to about 29, 30. There's the local hire patrol is in amongst the convoy, in amongst the traffic. Making sure that we're doing the right thing, which we're not, because we're playing with our horns in the truck, I mean. So, yeah, how many have we got? So we've got 7. So a lot of late people that will watch it. You can watch the repeat if you want. If you want to see where or how the convoy is progressing, there is a link below with the local traffic cameras. You can actually see where the front of the convoy is in order, from bottom to top, or from top to bottom. You can watch where the back end of the convoy is. South Coast Equipment, that's a local company. Yes, they do a lot of work on the railways as well, but the main duty here is actually working inside the local steelworks. These trucks obviously don't. They actually do a lot of lime into the steelworks. There's a lot of guys out past that I know. So I'm sort of like, yeah. All these other guys behind, South Coast Equipment, subcontractors. Right, okay. That was the end of the lead trucks. Right? Those trucks that went past, They were the trucks that actually auctioned off for the lead of the convoy. Now we come towards the end of the lead, where we've got the Royal Fire Service. This is LOG. These are full owner drivers. Come in this new truck. We're getting close to the end of the lead pack, and then you've got the individuals which comes after these. They're basically owner drivers, truck drivers from other companies around here in Sydney. Now, these are the RFS. These is the Rural Fire Service. They're the volunteers that go out and put the bushfires out here within our forest. All those big bushfires you see, they're the ones that go out, and it's all volunteers. McCabe, another local company. Now, McCabe, the guy that owned the company, actually started off at Metal Transport. They too have actually been transporting a lot of railway equipment that go into Queensland, where they've got a different gauge. Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. And if you want to donate your food, Anthony's put a link. Another guy that I know. It's Benetton. It is a bit of a reunion as well amongst drivers. It's the only time we can make so much noise without being arrested. Down the country, a local towing company and transport, they do a lot of sheds and that. But yeah, if you guys want to donate, Anthony's put the link. Thanks for that, Anthony. Go to donate to it. Maybe we can actually do a fundraiser after in the new year where we can raise some money, and I can get I can organise a truck for next year, and we can make it the YouTubers from around the world donating to this organisation. Can you imagine having our community donate to be a part of this cause, Anthony?
It would be something.
Yeah, it would be something, eh? And then we can actually make it a train relay where we can actually have a train on the back of a truck. We're doing a produce. That's where I used to get the Randalls and Pixie's food and toys from. But yeah, yeah, we could do something like that because every November this convoy's on the second week. So yeah, I reckon that'd be good, and we can put a train on the back. Now, some of you might notice it's only prime movers, there's no trailers. Now, you can imagine how long this convoy will be if a lot of these trucks actually had their trailers on. About 2/3 of these trucks are B-doubles, and about a third of them are now what we call A-doubles, which is equivalent to a road train. The convoy will go forever. Now, where this convoy started from, if a lot of you want to Google it, it actually starts up at Westcliff Colliery. Westcliff Colliery is part of the BHP group, and they donate the mine site the area, like on the road up there, where we can all congregate to get together to start the convoy. Let me catch up the phones. Yes, that is what it is. Anthony's put in description there for me. And I tell you what, it's helped out a lot of people. If anybody has had sick kids, they know the challenges that's involved. You'll know the challenge that's involved when you have sick kids. One of the people in our group, in particular, she knows all about it. I don't have to mention her name, but you guys can have a guess. But she's not the only one. There's so many others that are in a similar boat. So pre-cars, they're actually the local car carrying mob, but these are actually the long-haul car carriers, which go in a long distance. They do the long distance haulage of cars. Oh, that's a new Chinese truck. God. Oh, God. These are the Chinese ones. That's going to be interesting. They must be pretty cheap. Now, these lot of guys here, they're the local ones. Now, they actually haul a lot of they haul the cars out of the Port Kembla here, where a lot of the heavy equipment that comes from the US around the world comes through, including the new trains. But they don't have to ship the trains on the road anymore. They actually they've got a dedicated railway line there. And if you see, there's more coming. If you go into the link for Cringilla, which is further up around the corner, you'll see there's still more coming. Now, this is the reason why I started early today, is because of the convoy. Because I wanted to get the lead trucks in the convoy. If they were, would have started in my normal time, we would have been at the back of it if we were lucky. And as I said, there was no way I was going to head down to Illawarra Airport, because it's going to be crazy down there. Here's RFS's new water tank. They're from Bulli. That's all set up for. This is bushfires. It's a brand new truck. We are in fire season now. Actually, the last week was the first time this year.
Good night, Monsville.
Good night, bud. Right, Monsville. We've already had our first codified ban. They've got gates haulage. Geez, we still haven't even finished the lead trucks that bid in the auction. They're still coming. That's giving you guys an idea how big this event is. You can basically say over 3/4. I'll wait till this guy goes. You can basically say over 3/4 of the trucks from the Illawarra are participating in this convoy. There's only a small handful that haven't, because it was work restraints. But you can basically say these are all the local trucking community. Not their entire fleet, of course. Uh, they have had to restrict the number of trucks in the convoy because it's just gotten way too big. There are some interstate visitors that are here that come all the way from West Australia. Uh, I'm just trying to think. They're actually one of the guys. I can't think of his name at the moment. That is on Outback Truckers. Yogi. Um, he's actually in this convoy as well. He came all the way from West Australia to be part of this convoy. I haven't seen his truck yet, but he will be here somewhere. Gates Transport, or Gates Boys, as it's known, they're actually from Gerringong or Kiama Way.
Oh, okay.
19 holes there in local steel carders that go up to Queensland. They got their own base around the corner. That's another guy that started off at Marauders and has got his own business now, holding flat products, flat steel products up to Queensland around the place. And I believe he's travelling to West Australia too now. A lot of these guys will be going out tonight about 1, 2 o'clock. They will be actually going out tonight. Kiwi, that's another Kiwi business. Bunch of Kiwis, I don't know. They're nice trucks. I don't know where they're from. Probably another local company. Just where's the end of the pack? And what I mean by the pack, I mean the guys that put in for the lead trucks. I think we're getting close to the end of the lead pack. And then we've got the others that basically just entered in the convoy. The convoy to enter is a fee of, I think, $30 or $50 to be in the convoy, and all that money goes into the kitty to raise money for the kids for the organisation. What is this? Toast Wide, throwing out goodies and lollies for the kids. They're also a local earth moving community. They actually was involved with doing the Shell Cove project. Throwing out lollies, holding up the pack. The ones with subcontracting then you got the local subcontracting concrete mixers. As you can see, our concrete trucks do look a little bit different. Southern Premix. Oh, probably a new concrete company, I think. Yep, they're a new company. They've only just recently started seeing their trucks and that. Now, the next lot of trucks, the green ones that you see coming, they were involved in the new light rail with the trams to Sydney from the local Cringilla Harbour. Now, a lot of big heavy earth-moving machinery that were involved in tunnel boring etc. are actually hauled by this company. Some of it's actually hauled by this company itself. Now, these guys could be away from home for weeks or months when they get home.
Oh.
So those new cameras look pretty sweet. The last one is a brand new model. Now that guy's putting his body up, which thank God he hasn't put it too high up. Along civil. Portable water actually. I need to get a hold of that guy. Premier. No. Those last two, those cars at the end that you've seen, those two last cars, they actually mark the end of the lead trucks, which actually bid for the lead to be in part of the lead position. So now the trucks that you will actually see are just the ordinary drivers. I wouldn't say ordinary, but the ones that actually donate their time and the trucks to be part of the convoy. So all these guys that are coming now contributed by, say, $50 to be a part of it, and all that has actually gone into raising the money. Yes, possibly, Anthony. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Are you still there?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, no, we don't drink Fosters here. You should know better than that by now. We drink
Oh, some
proper
of you
beer.
do. Some of you do.
Only in sheer desperation. Only. Now, this company here does do a lot of haulage for ballast for the railways. But yeah, we'd only drink Fosters in sheer desperation. It's not our first choice to drink. We only drink that when there's nothing else around for us to drink that's decent to drink. But yeah, you'll probably see the camera. The lead trucks are still near Shell Harbour or getting close to Broome Road, but there's still more coming. A lot more coming. I'm going to go for about another 15 minutes, and I might call it an end to that, I think. I'll see how I go. But yeah, this is what you call a community that band together. I'm just putting that name on stand. Oh, look, I have not seen any Foster's commercials in a very long time. Now, these guys are from Narra. These ones are the ones from, you remember the animal park where we were at, Anthony?
Indeed.
Park we were at. These trucks are from down there.
Gotcha.
I should have brought me. I've got to find my headphones. The last chunk of these guys will be going out at the end of the parade. Hang on, bring us some food over here, will you? Last truck here carries all the good food. So as you can see, this is how we get together. More yummy food. And I miss doing it. I've got to admit, I miss being involved or being part of a convoy. I'd be like, I would like to get back into it. Maybe I will. I'll see how I feel. Because am having a bit of a problem with my left shoulder again. I'm going to get on top of that to see if I'm going to get more further treatment for it. Get a temporary fix before I go away. And start looking and see what else we can do for next year. After next year, after I get back from my next trip. Because it's getting very unbearable again. But yeah, hopefully next weekend I'll be back to my normal time. As you can hear, I'm losing my voice. No matter how much I'm drinking, it's the heat. I'm actually starting to lose my voice. But next week I'm back to my normal time. Don't know whether I'll be in my layout room or if it's a nice day I might be out on vacation. Jim Haulage. Now, Jim Haulage, they are from Albury. Now, those guys are from Albury Wodonga, which is at the border of New South Wales and Victoria. Where we stayed overnight that time on the way to Melbourne, Anthony. That's where they are from.
Okay.
So they are roughly 11 hours drive away from here. So it goes to show you how far they travel. So I'm hoping either I'll be in my layout room next weekend or I might be on location. If it's a day like today, I may continue on with my tour to the northern suburbs. To start off from when I left off with my tour that is train related. Because I've got to work with the weather. Weather's been really unpredictable here lately.
As it usually is.
1 minute it's raining, 1 minute it's as nice as it is now. So I just got to play with that. Some people are ready to go home.
When it's springtime in Australia, the weather is nuts.
I can see it coming. Sure as green. So another bunch are coming now. There's another police escort coming, so we'll get started with these other ones. What have I got? I've got a bit more time. So we'll wait for these next lot of guys to come through and we'll start working on getting ready to head off because it's going to start getting a little bit quieter now. A lot of people are going because they're going to the fun park. fun park where I'm in for the kids' day out down the airport. I don't think there is a camera down there, but it is going to be totally and utterly packed. And hopefully next year or a year after, we might be involved in getting into the convoy itself. And it's a big day. I mean, a lot of these guys are up at the mine, probably about as early as 6, 7 o'clock this morning. Now, it's one of Upton Transport. Now, these guys are from Newcastle. And they've got local SES group. These vehicles that come through now, they're the volunteer search and rescue. They're the ones that are taken over from what I used to do, where I used to be part of the aero wing. Now, this is being taken over by this organisation. What happened is political, and I'm not going to get involved, but they are now right throughout the country. When they have storms, disasters, etc., these are the people that will come to you. And it's all volunteer based. They give up their time to help people in need. Because the government can only do so much. But these are all volunteers to help other people in need. Andy, I'm drinking. Trust me, I'm drinking. I'm on my second bottle. I'm going to my emergency rations. Brayley says another company, Brayley Transport. Talking about train related, he actually transports those cement containers for that cement train that leaves from around the corner. Just let me get another drink. All that thing. My phone. Yeah, now we just got the straggler. I'm getting back into my Coke addiction. I find that more fixes up the hydration. So we're pretty much at the end of the convoy now. There are a few more stragglers coming, but so hopefully everybody enjoyed it. Something different. Is it train related? Yes and no. A lot of these guys that have been in a convoy do a lot of support and assistance for the rail infrastructure between Waterfall and down here primarily. But there are some that actually travel other parts of the state to transport earth moving equipment, etc., to for the railway infrastructure. So hopefully everybody enjoyed it.
It's a great cause and it's a great event.
It is. It is a great cause and great event. You want to see so many guys, big guys, so-called tough guys, that get brought to tears, donate so much of the time for this cause. if you hear some of the stories behind these kids, you'll understand. You'll understand why this has been done.
Indeed.
I remember the story that always brings me to tears. Is a bit further down the road. If you guys have a look on my link for the traffic can Warilla, which is at the traffic lights where they're making a turn. There was a kid just up from those traffic lights, halfway up that hill. As the camera is facing, that would have been on the right hand side. The poor kid had cancer. And, sorry, I'm just trying to keep it in because it always brings me to tears when I tell this story. The poor kid's not long in life. He passed away. But he looked forward for us to come down the road. Because his words was, all these guys that are coming down here, all these trucks, are putting on a show for kids like me to make us happy. They're making all this noise to give us happiness and a better life. I'll finish the story as soon as these guys go. The young boy was only 4 years old, and he knew what this was all about. He was saying, this is for kids like me. And he was happy. It brings him joy. You know, so, and that's what it's for. So, tonight, tomorrow morning, whatever way you want to call it, go check out Andy. I'll try to make it to that Andy. I'm going home and get up to my beauty sleep so I can make it to your stream. Next weekend, I'm back to my normal time, which is 12 o'clock Sydney time, which is 8 o'clock US time, Eastern time. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And until next week, everybody take care. Anthony, I've got to talk to you this week.
Okay.
Regarding your fella car thing.
Okay.
So Monday your time, if you've got free, we'll talk, okay?
Alrighty.
All right, so thank you for your help, and thanks for people coming along.
And thanks to all the drivers out there.
Yeah, we will. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Good
Bye.
night, everybody. Bye-bye.